try to give myself grace. Everybody says give yourself grace. It's so hard for me to do that. At the end of the day, it's my fault, and I let everybody down.
And Mitchell's been quiet for a while, not anymore. Wood in Canada with another assist. A big bounce back night for her. Mitchell dribbles behind the line to take the three. Howard with the one hand.
Desperation before game 2 on Tuesday. Just how does that carry over into tonight?
Well, I think anytime that you're a win or go home situation, there's desperation. And so it has to carry over. You know, we're in the same situation. Our back is against the wall. We got to come out and we've got to play with that sense of urgency. We've got to play with that hunger. We've got to value.
Through so much this season, giving ourselves another chance in game 3. Emotions are high.
This is a group that's confidence has really never wavered. This group has continued to show their heart, their character, night in and night out.
I think we all piggyback off each other within our group and our organization.
We've been in every kind of situation you can imagine, and we've been able to find ways to put ourselves in position to win, and this will be no different.
Somebody has to lose and somebody.
Indiana Fever are heading to the semifinals.
Driving to the foul line and the paint, lays it in. Sims crossover left to right, gets into the paint, layup, good.
Inside, Boston. To Jones. Throws it up.
No good! Game over! And the Fever are...
This is just 4 of 16 from the floor in game 2. That's terrific, Paul.
Has not been good. 40%. Maybe a little higher than that, 45.
Indiana electing not to call a timeout. Boston almost gave it away. Into Boston for the lead. She hits it. Indiana goes up.
Boston gets it. Mitchell is denied, but then Jordan Canada falls. Bree Jones almost gets it, but that's a second defender that's gone down.
I don't think I've really gotten through all the way that I didn't let down, everybody in my family. And it was just, I think I'm still trying to get through that part. Still to this day. I try to give myself grace. Everybody says give yourself grace. It's so hard for me to do that. At the end of the day, it's my fault, and I let everybody down.
Second foul, so Hillman and Gray each with 2. Mitchell over the Boston screen.
And that was tough, her hands. But going back to that ball screen here, little movement in the first part of that screen by Aliyah Boston.
The outside and now the inside. And Mitchell's been quiet for a while, not anymore. Mitchell over to Boston again. The shot clock winding down. Mitchell, tough shot off the bounce to get around Jones.
2 steps behind the 3-point line and the dribble handoff. Complete skill set in all that she can do.
It's the first miss for Atlanta as Howard could not get it to go. Odyssey Sims, this is what head coach Stephanie White wants from Odyssey. Gray with 10 points so far. Sims dribbled right into trouble and was able to score.
Brittney Griner's night in Indiana ended in heartbreak and headline drama. In a game that spiraled out of control for Phoenix, cameras caught the Mercury star wiping away tears, while the Fever's Aliyah Boston turned the floor into her personal showcase. Boston's dominance, relentless rebounds, unstoppable post moves, and highlight blocks left Atlanta reeling and social feeds buzzing. What began as a routine matchup exploded into a defining WNBA moment, with Griner's visible frustration and Boston's statement when instantly rewriting playoff storylines. TV numbers confirmed how seismic the night became. Indiana's home broadcast on ESPN and CBS topped 1.6 million viewers, more than double a typical WNBA game, while League Pass reported a 35% surge in streams as fans clipped and replayed every big sequence. Gainbridge Fieldhouse sold out 10,000-plus seats, with secondary tickets spiking past $180, and concessions jumped 20% as Boston's career-best performance unfolded. She poured in 28 points on 64% shooting, grabbed 17 rebounds, and blocked 5 shots, lifting Indiana's net rating to plus 14 and offensive efficiency to nearly 112 points per 100 possessions. Phoenix lived the opposite story. Griner, who averages 19 points on 55% shooting, finished with just 8 points and 4 turnovers as the Mercury shot a season-low 36%. Usage tracking showed her touches down by a third, and by the final minutes, she sat with a towel over her head, tears visible. Sportsbooks slashed Phoenix's playoff odds and boosted Indiana's before the buzzer, while highlight accounts on YouTube and X logged millions of views mid-game. Boston's breakout didn't just decide a single contest, it rattled the Eastern Conference hierarchy. Her dominance shredded an Atlanta defense that had ranked top 4 in opponent field goal percentage and typically held foes under 80 points. Indiana's offensive jump and plus 14 net rating with her on the floor underscore how she's emerging as a true franchise anchor. League Pass traffic spiked more than 35% as fans clipped her putbacks and chased down blocks. And analysts now frame Boston as a force capable of swinging playoff brackets and national TV windows. The business surge followed instantly. Fanatics reported a sharp uptick in fever gear in Boston jerseys, mirroring spikes last seen during Caitlin Clark's debut month. Secondary tickets for Indiana's next home date quickly climbed past $180, while downtown bars and restaurants projected 20 to 25% higher receipts. ESPN and CBS locked in more fever coverage, citing record live viewership, and sponsors like Nike and State Farm began fast-tracking new campaigns pairing Boston with Clark. League executives are already folding these lessons into strategy. Indiana's staff is mapping how to maximize Boston's expanded role, and WNBA schedulers at ESPN, CBS, and ION are reworking national windows to capture the surge in attention. Collective bargaining talks will likely weigh stronger revenue sharing and marketing guarantees, while team owners look to ensure against sudden dips like Phoenix's, where Griner's struggles coincided with slower merchandise sales and shrinking betting handle. The night ends as more than a memorable box score. It's a league-wide inflection point. One game pushed TV audiences past 1.6 million, drove resale tickets above $180, and boosted League Pass engagement by 35%, proving how fast a single performance can move the WNBA's business needle. For Indiana, the reseeded playoff path and national spotlight give Boston and her teammates a measurable edge. For Phoenix, Griner's 8-point outing and visible tears force a rethink of roster depth and postseason plans. Fans and analysts now debate whether Boston's dominance can redefine MVP and finals conversations, and whether Griner and the Mercury can regroup, knowing this single evening reshaped both playoff odds and the economics of women's basketball.